that shows up every time.
Okay.
So both of you guys are on there. So just I have
Okay.
to switch between you guys
All
to
right.
get your stuff.
All right. So you are at least familiar with the platform a little bit now, having worked with Lajane.
Yeah, but I watched the video like 10 times.
Okay.
Because every time it comes up, and when they sent the original video for her, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, and the mentor handbook,
Yes.
you've had a look at that as well.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And then, so we can look at the clinical rubric today and just talk about the standards.
Okay.
And then the compass points. So needs and excitements and worries and stuff from my side.
Okay.
So with regard to the in-task standards, they're pretty similar to the BIBA standards that we were looking at for our PD the other day. So with regard to learner development, the candidates understands how learners grow in development. So this is using, basically meeting the needs of the learners, whether that be social, emotional, or physical needs being met.
Okay.
In my class, the only standout ones would be my student Chris. He's back today for the first time ever since we've been back. Okay. I'm not sure if it's just for photo day or not, but he's back and already had a tough morning. So usually within my classroom, I need to have the TA, Miss Amer, just with him a lot of the time, both for translation purposes because he understands very little English, and just to make sure that he doesn't have like outbursts or emotional issues in the classroom.
Is Glenn working with him too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so today's his first day back, and I actually wanted to ask Glenn to see him today. And then, the other standards, so learning differences. So this one is interesting when you're working in a school that's a little bit more diverse, with like cultural differences and different races and people from different countries. So for me, it's, or like all my students are from the same culture, but it's just about working with making them feel valued and creating like a positive climate in the classroom. And then I think that the rest of the standards are okay. It's basically going into assessment as well as like professionalism and planning and so on. I think the rest of it's okay. Standard 10, looking at, I think it's 9, looking at professional development. That's a good one because we do so much of that here. And it just says that they're actively, or the candidates actively engaged in getting professional development and whatnot. So that should be fine at BIBA. And then talking about the compass points, I'm really excited about this because like the whole master's program has been so fun and like it's been really great. But we've all been like so worried about the clinical part because everybody made it just sound so doom and gloom. So I'm excited about it. I had to switch cohorts because of our long holiday. So I was supposed to be in the clinical. So I was with these ladies since March. And it's really sad that like now finally when it all comes down to like we finally get to see each other, now I'm out of the cohort, but the new cohort's cool. I miss them though. But they're ahead of me now because they started when our holiday started. So they're giving me a lot of like information about, it's not that bad, it's not as much as we thought it would be, as long as you sort of just get it done. So I'm excited to get started. I'm just worried about I'm just worried about recording my classes. I don't do well with I just feel it's like when I'm singing, I don't like being recorded either. I want it to be like that, like in the moment, nothing's taken out of context. So it always worried me like recording my classes. But at least we get to annotate it, so we get to like say what's going on. At least.
And then you start to forget about it too once you get into your flow.
I guess, I think, I don't know. I'm a bit worried about it.
Don't worry it's good to see yourself though, to reflect, because you think it's portrayed one way, but actually when you look at yourself, you're like, oh, okay. You know, you get to reflect, and because you see yourself rather than other people just seeing you, you get to kind of say, oh, this was good. Oh, I need to do that. You notice some things about yourself.
Yeah. What I was worried about is just because it's really important to like show growth, and I was like, what if my first recording, the baseline is just exactly the same as the last one, and there's just no growth in between, or I don't know. That's my worry too. I am excited about it. I just something I need to work on honing right now that I may need your help with a little bit is when I'm working with standards versus objectives versus goals. They all, like at the beginning of the masters, I just thought those were interchangeable, and then now I know that, oh no, the standards are arrow, whereas the objectives are specific. But then it's like the learning goals and the objectives confuse me a little bit. So I may need a little bit of help with just like clarifying that. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.